Okay, no job number yet to this, but this is part of the 2020 Pavement Rehabilitation Program, Seattle area projects. This is an RPAI property, but we're bidding this to Zimmer Consultants. RPA hires Zimmer to put these bids together. And we looked at a lot of these properties last year. As a matter of fact, we looked at all of these properties last year. We happened to do work at Heritage Square. So we get another shot this year at some different properties, and I am looking at Avondale Plaza. Okay, last year we looked at mostly crack fill out here in Redmond, but what we are looking at this time is we're looking at asphalt removal and placement. Instructions are to do 4-inch surface milling, so it'll be I think it'll be a full depth grind and overlay. So it says 1.5 inches of HMAC surface wearing course, 2.5 inches HMAC binder base course. Base repairs directed. They go by square yards, and this is how this worked last year. We had to fill out their bid form based on our bid that we put together. So we won't be able to just turn in our bid. We're going to have to turn in our bid plus their bid form. And on their bid form, we will have to include the tax on it. So I'll turn in the bid form, and I'll go over this with Joe like I did last year. But it's 391 square yards, and that includes the backside of Avondale Square. You see there's a Starbucks, there's a teriyaki place, there's a dentistry here. This parking lot is generally full all week, but there's an entrance out here in the front as well as on the south end near the natural market. So we can close this down when we go to do this work and not stress about it. This shouldn't take very long to do with a full depth grind and overlay. It'll be right at the entrance, and there'll be a little bit of striping to do as well. Weekday work, no traffic control. Actually, take that back. No, there won't be any traffic control because we can move from this point and work our way this direction instead of rolling out into the street. So no traffic control, except for some cones and stuff to block off these areas. We'll also probably block off a little bit down here so we have plenty of room of no interference. Weekday work can be from, probably best time to start would be like a 7:30 a.m. time frame, because you know there's Starbucks in here and they start early. I think that's all the details for project management. Staging, we'll be able to park back here in the back. So here's the front of the store where the dentistry is, and the Subway and the teriyaki place. You can see it gets kind of full in this area. But as you go over here, it's only the drive aisle that we need to remove and replace. So that means we're going to go right along this concrete here, and we're going to go right along that edge of the concrete there as well. Got a catch basin down there right at the end of the asphalt. There's going to be a little bit of striping to do on this. Okay, there's going to be a painted stop stencil to replace. This is in thermoplastic, so we're going to have to do two 12-inch thermoplastic bars here. I could very easily get a price from Jake at Top Line, and he could probably come out, do this stop bar for us in thermoplastic instead of having to do torch down, and get that done. So I'll get a price from Jake to do two 15-foot stop bars here, and then and these are 12-inch, and then a 12-inch crosswalk bar that's 30 feet long. Okay, this is a 4-foot stop stencil. We'll need 12-inch, no parking. Let's see here. It's that 12-inch. That's 18-inch. So that says fire lane, no parking. 18-inch yellow. We'll need 1, 2, and that's it. Down here on this speed bump, we'll need 30 feet by 4 feet of yellow painted speed bump. This will get replaced. This is part of the calculation here. It comes all the way in, and then right as it starts to bend, I think it stops right here, right past the speed bump. So that's as far as we're going to go with the asphalt, is right to here. All the way that way. You got 2 pieces of iron there. You got a catch basin there. I don't believe we're fixing any of this in here, although they should. That was just done last year. I had looked at that. So as you can see, it's pretty busy in this area, but we would plan on blocking some of this. So one of the things I'm gonna double check on if we get this job is, and we're gonna look at the map here when I go back to my car, but I wanna check to see if that 391 square yards will reach all the way out to this location here. It didn't look like it on the map. It looked like it was supposed to stop right back here by the speed bump, but I at least wanted to get that on the video so that we could see that. I'll be able to ask that question later if we get the job. Okay, so 4-inch mill, replace. There's another piece of iron there, and that should do it. Any other questions, let me know.